Let's have a really quick look-see at the yard today, being October 27th or 8th, it's Saturday, almost Halloween. It's time to vacuum up the leaves with my new toys. And it's going to be an all-day occurrence. I have one rake. I have one bag. I have one tractor. Did you guys see the deer over there? Look. He's not even afraid of me. He's so stupid. Put the rake. That's not it. That's an old one. That's a shovel. Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. What, am I supposed to drag it? Am I supposed to drag it? How do you? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. It's this other thing back here. Oh, look at all this shit I gotta move. Oh, yeah, this is the rake. Okay, I think I understand now. This thing is the rake. And it goes on the back of the tractor. And it has 9 or 11 horse motor. I think it's 9.5. And it has an impeller. And it has that hose over there. It hooks up to that over there. That. And I am just gonna cut the grass, kinda, sorta, and then take this up to the hill and empty it. And that's how that works, but not until I do this, because I need the pallet. Here we go. Ready? We have an audience today. They're gonna watch every stupid move I make and sit there and laugh. They're laughing already, huh? Anyway. So I'm gonna back this over there and drop this thing because it doesn't attach. I know that makes total sense, right? You'll see. I'll make you understand. So what I have found is it's just easier to drop this thing on a flat surface or a pallet. But you can see from the contours of my yard, there's almost no straight place to put this. So here we go. We're going to drop this onto the board, and then we're going to remove that big red pin, those two pins on the side, and the hole in this pin here, that pin right there. We're going to take off this whole assembly, which is pretty easy, and then only this will remain and kind of be in the way. But to remove this, I have to remove that pin down there, and I think to slide that pin out, I got to remove a tire. I'm not doing that today, so it's just going to be this thing's coming off. Pretty easy task. Then we got to hook up that rake, that leaf rake, to that pintle, or that little hole there that's actually getting bigger because it's not made out of good steel. So anyway, next. Like that. Came apart in literally 30 seconds. Bada boom, bada bing. And then raise up. Get it out of the way for now. Now the other thing I want people to understand is that hitch that I just raised up is directly connected to the mow deck. And when you let it down, see how it's coming down there? That comes down too, which is kind of a pain in the butt, because in order for this to be completely out of the way in steering the leaf rake, that has to be all the way down, which isn't a good thing. But the idea is to get the leaves up. But transporting the leaves up to the hill to get rid of them, you still have to keep this down. And it causes all sorts of shit. But anyway, next move. So now you'll see that this has to go right there. Then the next step is to take this guy, this long tube, and that connects with this chute adapter, which doesn't quite fit. But the people at Track Vac did whatever they could to make it fit that weird mow deck. Thank you, Track Vac. So here we go. I'm gonna hook up. I can't film and hook up, so it does take this little pin here. And I usually do this with gloves anyway. So off with the camera and on with the gloves. Okay, so that's hooked up. And you can see that the way I'm riding this is on top, because you really need to have the clearance rather than in between. I mean, it works okay. It's not a problem. The problem is those things smacking into the motor. So you have to ride with these all the way down. They're dry. I guess I gotta put some stuff on here. So to give some idea, this is why you wear gloves. That's shiny. It's getting all beat up because it doesn't quite fit this flared fender thing. It just gets beat up against here. And you need to have gloves on. Look, I don't know, did I do that? Holy shit, probably. Just from turns. So this part's gonna go up here on that pin. And then this part back here is gonna attach right there. But I can't operate the camera and wear my gloves at the same time, so after some finagling, about 3 seconds later, this is a holder upper thing. It's got a bungee cord and a I don't know what you call that, plant hanger, and it's supposed to hold it up right here in the warmer weather when it gets heavy, I guess. Point of problems is clamp, make sure it's super tight. Clamp, make sure it's tight. Clamp, make sure it's tight. And the other problem I'm having here is, like I said earlier, is that this doesn't quite fit that well, and using it has dented it and cut a notch just by turning. So I think I'm gonna have to take something or other, cut it there maybe, and bend the flange up so that it fits that weird flare. Use it a couple more times and see what bends prevail. And then there's another spot right there that's obviously from a turn. This is bending out that way, so when I turn this way or that way and that goes that way, it's bending it. So maybe that little clip needs to come out. But that's the setup. That's the screwdriver, don't leave it on top. And the other important thing is make sure all your crap is tight. Ooh, loose. And the last time I opened it, you want to make sure that flap is inside. Otherwise shit falls out. But that's the setup. You leave this flap open. It gets really dusty, but it lets the air flow through without on a hot, dry, dusty day though. That's the thing. The other fail on this machine is this. It doesn't stay in good tightness, because I don't know why. It just doesn't. I think I'm going to need to put some kind of strap around there, because when you make a turn, it pulls it off and leaves shoot out, and that's not a good thing. It is an electric start. It is a 9.2 horsepower. What do you know? So let's give it a go. I don't have any hearing protection on, but I'm going to wear it later. So choke, fuel. Oh, fuel is on. I left it on. Throttle, fired up. Oh, that's full. Oh, that's full. That's going to be interesting. We're going in the woods. How this dump works. Yeah, see how that flap fell out? you open the doohickey and stand out of the way. Grab this bar. Yeah, it was pretty full. Oh boy, a lot of grass clippings, and I cut the grass too. Then, watch your head here. See that? That hurts. Undo this thing. And then lift. Like that. It's supposed to be a hydraulic lift. And it is. It's two hydraulic cylinders that push it up. Otherwise, this is 400 pounds or so. Then just lift, and the trailer dumps. It's pretty cool. Nice design. Clamshell kind of deal. And picked up a lot of leaves. Did it clog? No, not really. I heard it chug through the moisture there. Here's the problem area. You got to get this cleared. It's like a saggy diaper. I don't know. This is one area of the device that needs better engineering. Oh yeah, and look how I got this cable out of the box. Poor packing. You know, shit like this happens, and I just probably didn't call to say, hey, I need a new cable. Then what you do, you start up your tractor and you pull forward, and all that will dump out no problem. But you can see here the problem with this 3-point thing. If you don't have it all the way down and you do a sharp turn, you're going to hit something. And I'm thinking now, after just one pass, it might be better to remove that pin. Jack it up, remove the tire, remove the pin, and I won't have to run with that thing all the way down all the time. Because I'm scalping the lawn too. That's another problem. Because with that's down all the way, I mean, I could set those tires up, those little casters, I could set them higher, which is what I probably should do. But still, I do a sharp enough turn, it's going to hit the frame. You can't see from up there what you're doing. So anyway, that's how it dumps. Pretty cool. I like it. And this stayed together. It only came apart once because I didn't, the last time I ran this, or this year, it came apart because I didn't do a safety check. On one of these, on that one, I think it came apart because I didn't tighten all of them when I installed the device, and that was my fault. So, but I tightened them all this time. So we'll pull it up, give it a dump. I'll show you how to close it. All in all, man, this thing is cool. I found out very quickly last year that we needed something with all these trees. We needed something a lot bigger to handle the volume of leaves, because I really didn't want to put up with those leaves. They cause problems for your lawn. The next thing you know, you can't, your lawn's messed up for the whole summer. So, all right, so let me start. I'll pull up. Yeah, so you just, sorry, I didn't have a tripod set up to set the camera over. I'll do that next time or something. But so you just pull up 4 or 5 feet and it's all dumped. No problem. Now I got a pile for the deer to sleep. So what you do is you grab this guy and you pull it down, and it collapses kind of on its own. Come down here, pop this back up in. So, we are 3 piles into this today. I got food on me. Oh no, that's on the lens. Okay. Anyway, we're 3 piles into this today. Pile 2, wait, let me do this. Oh, it doesn't let you. We're 3 piles into this today. Pile 1, pile 2. I'm about to dump pile 3 over there. And then, you ready? We got more piles. I guarantee it, we got more piles. Probably, I'm guessing 5 loads. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to carry the blower around because I'm making a giant mess. Anyway, these are the hydraulic struts here and there that help lift this load. Without the 2, because it comes with 1 and it comes with none. And unless you want to lift all that wet shit, you better get them hydraulic assists, because without them, you would be lifting this on your own. And you know, it's already heavy. I mean, it's lightweight because the canvas makes it lightweight. One thing I wanted to say about this item's ease of assembly. It's a 2-person assemble job, and while it looks straightforward, it's really not. You need to watch their video, and you need to follow it step by step, because this thing took me and my wife about an hour, maybe 2, with some breaks in between, scratching our heads and going WTF, WTF, because it's got to be stretched across a frame, and it's not a simple assembly. It looks easy, but it's really not. So it's a 2-person deal. Watch the video. They show one guy doing it. I guess 1 person could do it. I'm just lame. But anyway, the point of this was to show third dump. There's a second dump over there, and we're about maybe a halfway done with the lubes. Fuel efficiency is pretty good, but I really wanted to point out the hydraulic assist. That is a real win on this machine. And this is the Pro 330. And I'm not doing this for them. They charge me full Monty for this thing, and I'm just saying this is a pretty cool product. So let's give it a little bit of an update. On pile 5, I ran into a multiple issue that wound up being just like, what the F? So what happened was I had on the trail leaves pile up into this and got so badly piled up that I couldn't activate the second or middle PTO, and it just slammed shut. What I mean by that is it just shut the tractor off. Complete overload. Boom. So I had to raise a tractor like this in the backyard, clear it out with my hand, and I saw maybe you can see that string, that nylon string got tied up around in there, so that's all through the blades. I'm not going to deal with it now. I'm going to cut off what I can. The other things that happened was I had leaves and hay and grass and whatever this wet shit is. I think it's deer shit. Caught up in there. Let's see if I can get a look in there. I didn't know how bad this is yet. Let's see. Yeah, I got some rope. I think it came from the farm on the other side of me, on their hay bale wire or whatever, fucking whatever. I have to get it off. Then another thing is, see, I think that's deer poo. Let's smell it. Yeah, it smells like apples. Must be deer poo. Okay, so after every load, you need to tighten these bands. These get loose. This one, maybe I've mentioned it already, but This one gets loose, this one gets loose, and this one gets loose after every single load. You need to check it. Just have your screwdriver handy. When you dump your load, check the screws. The other thing that came undone, didn't come undone or cause any catastrophic issues. I just happened to notice it because I was in here cleaning it up at the trail. Is these screws get loose. Oops, these screws get loose. 11 millimeter, tighten them down. And then that's it. I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna try and cut some of that rope off, that nylon cord stuff that holds hay bales together, got up there. And then, yeah, oh, the other thing I'm gonna do is right now, since I've got it up in this position, I'm gonna lower my casters. It might alleviate the problem of running the Modex so low that I'm just grabbing everything as I go. So far though, this thing's working. This thing, the DR thing is working nearly flawlessly. I think I made a good choice buying this thing, because look at my lawn now over there. I'll show you again a before and after. Anyway, now I gotta fix my driveway because I have to lift up my tractor. This happens every time I gotta get under it. There's the first mess, there's the second mess. So it's just a simple back drag, no problem. But anyway, back to it. I'll show you more later. Bye. Okay, so after that little fiasco, I think I got it running way it should be, at least for the gravel and areas that I'm not going to collect a giant glob of crap. What became important was that it's high enough to get through my scrub that I have all through here, and I had to cut a whole big area for the dump. It's going to rob the deer of places to hang out, but oh well, they'll get over it, I guess. One of the things I want to bring to attention is what happens here, and this is probably for the company. This guy here needs to be way longer, because once this guy gets full, it starts to leak out, and if this were longer, you might get a little more out of it. So, well, I broke it, or I ran out of gas. It just quit running on me. I had to get gas. That advertisement said never runs out of fuel. Damn it. So anyway, that's how it's looking now. I mean, it was more or less like that. I haven't got over there yet, and the leaves are kind of wet that way. But this is a sweep of the yard so far. I haven't got that maple tree over there. It's not even halfway dropped yet, and it's, wow. Can't back up with this thing. It is the worst. That's the other problem. It is the worst thing to back up. I don't know if it's because of its short center of gravity, or I don't know what I'm doing. You got the 3-point hitch arms to worry about. Really, they are a problem. I think, yeah, be quiet. The thing I worry about is really whacking it hard. You know, right there you can see where that would be a problem if I were to jackknife it. And you got to be real careful about how you actually do that. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to bend something and it's going to be expensive to fix. So maybe next time, if there's a next time this year, or I'll plan better for it. See, they're laughing at me, those roosters. I'll plan better for it. And I'll remove a tire, pull out that long pin, and get rid of the 3-point hitch attachments. Yeah, I know, it's funny. And do it that way. I have more freedom of movement. And let's see what he's making noise over here. Yeah? You come over here and say that. Chicken Little. Oh, the screen won't let it focus. Anyway, they're good birds. They make eggs. We eat well. That's it from a distance. It looks, I mean, it's a small tractor. It's a subcompact Yanmar 221. For this size yard, a 10-acre hunk of land, it really is all you need. I could really go up maybe one step in horsepower and larger tires, but you know, I'm actually kind of thinking of using this just as a lawnmower, and other small garden tasks like what I'm doing today, and getting a larger one for getting wood or whatever else, but I don't know, that's down the road somewhere. But this is an excellent tractor. I've never done a real review on this. It's a Yanmar 221. It's good on fuel, it's powerful, it's got 21 horse. For, you know, a larger yard, there's 4 acres here, 4 acres that way, and 4 acres up front. It's equivalent of 10 acres, another 2 acres after the forest. But yeah, man, it's good little tractor. It's good enough bucket for doing whoop-de-doo stuff around the house. If you had a real farm, you'd need a real tractor.